Welcome to Kent, Ohio, and Dick Stadium, home to the Golden Flashes of Kent State. And while to some it may seem like a small blip across the college football landscape, this place has been the home to legends like Lambert, Edelman, James, Holtz, and of course, Saban. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. The Nittany Lions will put toe to leather to crank us up. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense takes the field for the first time today. And these guys involve everybody in the passing game, and none more prominent than this big fella.
The quarterback knows he's going to be under duress in this game, so who do you look for? The tight end, and there aren't many better than this guy.
No, and just big bodies that you can miss a little bit high, and it really doesn't matter, but over the middle of the field, closer throws, so nice to have a security blanket with a great tight end.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Direct snap. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that just does that, man. Just effortlessly picks up chunks of yards and then smartly gets out of bounds. But this whole offense, man, everybody's a threat. Anybody can take the football and make big plays. And when you got a quarterback with that much athletic ability, it's an absolute nightmare for defenses.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
The Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He lets one fly deep. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff unit about to go to work. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will take the field for the first time. And who says you can't find big-time tight ends anymore? Both of these teams certainly have.
In modern college football, Reese, tight ends are becoming a bigger and bigger part of offenses. And what a treat today. We get 2 of the best in the nation. Yeah,
going head-to-head, catch for catch. I'll be interested to see which offense uses them differently and can find ways to maximize these guys' strengths because they're ballers.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to him on the ground. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes his connection. And it slipped out. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Well, what a great job by the defense, securing the wide receiver, getting the football out, getting it on the deck, and dadgummit if it didn't bounce right back to the offense.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job.
Got a lot of running room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time and took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bueno.
I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, slide and give him the rock.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Off the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. So the offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Quarterback checking off. They'll try the right side. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
At the 48-yard line. Now, fourth down.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to move them on the counter. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Wants to go up top. Trying to get rid of it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Got it in the middle. It's Wall. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Snap it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And the golden flashes get enough for the first down.
Yeah, those RPOs can confuse the defense, can cause a little bit of hesitation, and that hesitation was just enough. Hand it off, get the first down on third down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The golden flashes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the first down.
Gets it out quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
On the ground, it's Samuel. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense. We got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, they're trying to go toss to the field and get that running back out into space to use his speed, but the defense looked like they were already lined up expecting that play, and they force a negative.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. Swings it out to his running back. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. And it's right down the boulevard. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's into the open down the middle. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Penn State! Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they could not have finished with more style. An 86-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Trying to make magic with his feet.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. And the Golden Flashes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Kent State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. Here comes the offense on first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. And that one looks great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Feeling some heat. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Nittany Lions will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also, momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
He wants to throw. He's not afraid to go deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. On second down, he'll let it fly. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw for it. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. And that is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Kent. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those 2 stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. And just like that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dick's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They go to the ground. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Man, and this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
With the catch, it's Samuel. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down, and now they have to make a call.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
And the Golden Flashes will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Golden Flashes are rolling down the field. Goes to the option. Now the toss. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He turns that loose down the right side. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the 1st half, and you see it here again early in the 3rd quarter.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. And the Golden Flashes are threatening in the red zone. Going to the run, it's Samuel. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On second down, he'll fire. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. There's a reason they call it linebacker U, and class is in session getting that sack.
I mean, big-time playmakers at the linebacker spot all throughout their history that know how to get to quarterbacks and know how to make big-time plays.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. He got it. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. A first down for the offense. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads it left. He's got it. All kinds of running room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Fast motion from the offense. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That's caught. It's raw. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. First down here for the offense. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
Unleashes one. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Got it behind the line. It's Wall. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go with a direct snap. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
They're going to run it. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer, take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the...
Oh, look out! The 40, at the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
It's complete. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the 1st down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
Now the offense has its shot to keep this game from going into overtime. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Heaves it deep. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Touchdown, Kent State! And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been awesome. Some back and forth. Now you take the lead late. Nice job by the offense. And now you just need your defense to come through for you. One more time. One stop. Less than a minute remaining. Go out there. Finish this thing.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he loses the football. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense? Getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working that left side now. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this.